Hey, what it do, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute or two since I actually put a video together. I just have been non-stop crazy running around. So having equipment is cool, but sometimes it's a lot of work. This thing took a turd again yesterday. Let me go ahead and show you guys the 299. The track on this thing is just about toast. All of the cables right here, they pretty much decided to break at once. And then the good old 210, the front tire right here, decided to pop off the bead. So I just got this all put back together. I'm not gonna say how, but you know, some nifty tricks of the trade. But I think I'm just about ready to start getting some work done. So if you guys take a look right here, well, I made a little bit of a mistake. So I gotta get this fixed in today's video. Oh, problem. Where are my keys? I really wish I could finish the video on the light bar. I'm just missing one little extension cable, but it turned out super rad. You guys can see it up there. Just looks fantastic. It's like super low profile. So originally I was gonna stick it on the headache rack, but every time that I stuck it on the actual roof of the truck, I just thought it looked way better, looked way cleaner. I did actually have to drill holes in the roof of the truck. That was like way outside my comfort zone, but I sealed it up real good. I've already been through 2 rainstorms and we got 0 leaks, so I think we're gonna be good. So I went ahead and decided to fire up the old burn barrel. It's gonna be a little bit chilly out here tonight. First time I've done it this year. It's feeling good, like it. This whole thing's gonna go away. It's gonna look much more clean, much more streamlined. I hate this. I haven't liked it since day one. I just haven't had the time to actually go ahead and build something. So I'm gonna go ahead and start welding up. So basically I'm building like a big hanger assembly, and this is gonna come up probably about 4 feet above the actual frame. I'm gonna install like a ring right here. We're gonna go ahead and gusset both corners after I get these welded up, ground up, and cleaned down. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys why. All right, so basically I want this whole like pogo stick assembly to go away, and the hanger that I'm making is gonna come up, it's gonna go over, and then this is gonna actually get connected to the hanger once it's installed, and then that basically supports the hoses and the cable that goes to control all the lights on the trailer. So this whole thing's gonna go away. All right, well, getting back at it again this morning. I've just been basically grinding on all this forever. You guys can see this like starting to get to the point where I can maybe think about primer. I've been jumping between these 2 grinders a little bit, but mostly this guy. This guy by far is my favorite grinder in the world. The quick change disconnect, I love this thing. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. Boom. Love it. Anyhow, it's just about there. I've been going back and forth on whether or not I want to put gussets in it. I think I'm going to. I went ahead and cut these. I'm gonna weld them up in the corners right there. And then after I get those welded into place, I went ahead and dragged in a piece of sucker rod. I'm gonna cut this, bend it, and this is what my grab handle is gonna be made out of. Probably turn it on, I guess. So originally I was just gonna put like a little saddle in there to put that clip on, but I decided I was gonna do like a full length bar so that the actual clip, and you guys will understand once we put this on, so the clip can just kind of slide back and forth. So I'll sand this up a little bit better later on, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing welded into place. Pretty close to being done. The only thing I can't really figure out right now is if I want to build actual grab handles out of the drill rod, or if I want to buy some nice like stainless steel grab handles. I'm not 100% sure, but regardless, the actual frame itself is getting pretty close to being done. The final touch right here, I'm going to put like a little 45-degree down here. So this is where it gets a little bit tricky. You just got to do a little bit of thinking, but basically this piece is going to get pushed over. I'm going to weld this back up. So, and then basically it's going to be like one big sealed unit, and we'll be about done. so I went ahead and decided to make my own handles. They are turning out pretty sweet so far. So basically I'm gonna weld this onto the side. And once this is upright, you guys will kind of get a better idea of what these are gonna be used for, but this is gonna look pretty sharp. So I kind of mocked one up already. I may put like a little support piece right here just to keep this from like bowing out when I pull on it, but basically I started making my other one already. So I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna get roughly the same angle. Now there are ways to do it like exactly 100% perfect. You can build jigs, you can heat them up, you can bend them. I am using a little bit of fire, but basically I have this top one made already, and this one took a little bit more time to make, but on the second one you guys can see that I already heated up and I already bent it, but basically I'm using this as a guideline to basically know how far to bend this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and heat this side up and bend it to match this one as well. Get it about right where we think it's gonna be. Set this up there. Go just a tiny bit more. I think that's about right where we want it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and set that guy in place. Put this one right here. Lines up like perfectly. So you guys can see over there it lines up like almost perfectly, and as we come back down this way you guys can see that it kicks out a little bit. That's because I put more of a bend in it and it pushed that out. So I think once I trim this up a little bit, that'll fall back down and then it'll be like almost perfect. All right, so I think this is close enough for me. As you guys can tell, it's like almost dead even. It's just a grab handle. I think this is gonna be okay. So it's pretty much done, other than painting and primer. That's it. So basically I just gotta flip it over, and then we're gonna go do the test fit, make sure it fits 100%, and then I'll probably back the Peterbilt in over here, and we'll do the final weld. Go ahead and do the test fit. You wanna film for me? Yeah. All right. Oh, Mom's bike doesn't have a kickstand. Let's just lay down.
Yeah, nice.
Okay. There you go. All right, let's see if this fits.
Ooh, it does.
Me too. If it doesn't,
Wait, what we're gonna do?
Looks like a prop from Star Wars.
What do you mean? Oh, is it? I thought it was gonna go right there.
This is a lot heavier than it was when I first started it.
Maybe it's because you're carrying it upside down. Does it fit?
No, it doesn't.
No.
Just kidding.
It does. Woo.
Very snug.
Woo.
I was getting a little bit nervous because I had to pull on it pretty hard to actually get it to slide over, but it does fit. It is in place. This bar up here, let's see if I can explain what this actually does now. So this is the spring assembly that attaches to the hose, and basically what this is gonna do is it sits right here, and so as I'm turning the trailer, this is now able to slide back and forth. So I'm gonna run and go grab a quick bite to eat real quick, but basically all I have left to do is weld this up. So as soon as I get back, I'm gonna move this truck to the next bay over. We'll get this thing welded up, and then I'll start installing these hoses. All right, so before I start welding this thing up, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys like a complete overview of what's going on right here. Basically, I don't like this. This is like super clustered. It looks really bad. And I have this plate right here, which I could drill and tap and put all of these fittings in a row, and it just will look so much better. So I'm gonna go ahead and disassemble all this stuff.
Well, when she wrapped her loving arms around my neck on the dance floor at Chelsea's bar, I should have turned her away, but how was I to say I was firing she was gasoline. But we were both sad and lonely after what death had done. But like rattlesnakes kicked across the ground, our true loves were dead and our hearts were full of grief. I was firing, she was gasoline. Good God, I was firing, she was gasoline. But we helped each other out, Lord, to ease some of the pain. Best friends and lovers most of the time. But I would go mad when she would turn mean. I was firing, she was gasoline. Yeah, I was firing, she was gasoline.
I'm gonna call it a day, but this thing is built, it's fabricated, it's welded in place. I can yank on this thing pretty hard, doesn't move. It's a nice handle to crawl up on top of the truck. So basically I got rid of everything that was right here. I'll do one more thing real quick just so you guys can kind of see what it's gonna look like when it's done. All right, well I got a couple things to figure out still, but basically this is how it's gonna work. I'm gonna have one bungee there and it's gonna be able to slide back and forth. I need to pick up another bungee so it can slide back and forth and hold the cable in 2 different spots. And so once it hooks up to the trailer, it'll kind of be able to like accordion out and hopefully go back in. I'm not 100% sure. I've never had a setup like this. I've seen a couple guys that have it on their trucks and I like it, so I'm just trying to imitate it. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the screws to this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you can do a huge solid like, subscribe, share this video with amigos, hit that notification button down below so you guys can see all the other stuff we got going on. And don't forget about the upside link for those of you who want to save a couple bucks on gas, and we will see you guys next time. Later.